we'll start warming up the midsection of the body. So maybe giving ourselves a hug here, maybe happy baby, opening up a little bit through the hips might feel nice. Staying stationary is always an option. Rocking side to side, also always an option. Feels wonderful. So a little bit of playtime here. And then we'll come to stillness, and we're gonna find a reverse tabletop or upside down tabletop. So we wanna have the knees stacked over the hips and the shins parallel with the ceiling. And then we'll start by pressing the ceiling away with our palms. So palms face the sky, the ceiling. You're energetically gonna press away, but keep the shoulders plugged in, keep them kind of rooting down towards the mat. And then low back is rooting down into the mat. So can you think about navel drawing towards the spine? Feel the low back broaden, support you. And we're still breathing. So nice soft bases here. Maybe feeling a little bit of a shake, depending on how much intensity you're putting into this. And one more big breath here, really pressing the ceiling away, really rooting that low back down. Beautiful. Go ahead and release. You might draw the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a little hug. And then we're going to come back to that reverse tabletop. This time, palms are going to be on the thighs or the tops of the knees. And so same thing, you want to make sure your shins are stacked. You don't want to have them too high, not too low. And then knees over hips. They're not way out here. They're also not way in here, which is the more common. And then so hands to thighs, low back rooting down. We're going to energetically press the thighs into the hands and the hands back into the thighs. And you're going to feel it probably immediately, definitely more of a shake this time. If not, maybe up that intensity a little bit more. The core is one of the only muscles that doesn't really need to warm up. It's always ready to go. So you can put as much intensity into this as you like. And we're going to hold here for 3, for 2, for 1. Beautiful. Maybe drawing the knees in towards the chest. One more hug here before we amp it up a little bit more. So now that you know where we're going, we're coming back to that reverse tabletop. This time, we're going to bring the arms to a T. So we're going to support ourselves with our arms, our nice open shoulders. And legs are going to squeeze together. So if you have a block and you'd like to use it here, you can place it in between the thighs. You're going to energetically squeeze into your block. If you don't have a block, that's totally fine. Just squeeze your legs together and imagine there was a block there. And so we're squeezing, squeezing, squeezing the legs together. The low back's rooting down. We're going to take our knees to the right, about 30%. So you're going 1/3 of the way. You're squeezing into your block, root down through that left shoulder blade. Beautiful. Core is active. Let's come up through center. Over to the left, again, about 30%. So squeeze, squeeze, squeeze that block. Can you root that right shoulder down? We come back through center. Over to the right, we're going 60% of the way, or about 2/3. Squeeze those thighs together. They're nice and strong. Beautiful, feeling active. In the core, we come up through center, over to the left. Again, 2/3 of the way. So we're hovering those knees off the mat. They're not touching. Beautiful. Squeeze, root that right shoulder down. It's heavy. You come up through center, over to the right, going 90%. So you're just hovering about an inch, maybe a centimeter off the mat. We're wide through the collarbones, equal weight in those hands. Nice. Coming back up through center, over to the left. Again, 90% of the way, so don't let those knees drop. See if you can bring a little more weight to the right shoulder. See if squeezing helps you do that. Up through center and kind of release. We're going to take the legs up towards the ceiling. Ooh, let that go. You can maybe circle out the ankles, point and flex the toes. Maybe take a nice big breath into the belly. You can even bring one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart to do so. Just really breathe into the belly, feel that core release and expand.